Enter the chaos. Exclusive, 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 exclusive. This is exclusive content for Enter the Chaos, Stage 1. Enjoy.
As you know, today marks the second, I would say, we could say the anniversary of a man, a unique man, one day referred to Uncle David Carroll, as you can see in the thumbnail. Today, this is the second year of his transition. As you know, the man was born, I think, in the month of April of 1965, I believe. And I think, and I know he died at December 21st, 2021, I believe. It's one of them days. I think it is the 21st, but it was around 2 years ago. He's no longer with us. Everybody referred to him as Uncle Day, or Uncle Carroll, So other than that, he's no longer here. And he has left. He has some, well, I don't know if it still exists. It one time was on Avenger TV, I believe. And that website has now been gone. So, now if you want to find his material now, you're going to have to probably scour the internet. Some of it might still be zipped up in some files, you could download if you're interested, It's out there still. It's out there. But really, truly, personally, how I look at it, all his works that he has done for the past over 12 years, and it could probably be longer than 12 years, since 2012, and I think it might be 2010, maybe, because I'm not sure how long in history that David started doing like videos on YouTube. I would just guess that he'd been doing it since early part of 2010.
And I really do believe that many of my videos, they have a consistent theme. So I'm quite sure that in some other video, I've addressed this subject. But I'm going to restate it here because, again, repetition is the mother of skill. And I really, and I really want you people to begin to grasp how the Negro really don't want solutions. And I'm not saying all of them, but there's a large percentage in the Afro-American Negro community who just don't want solutions to these problems. And I'm going to show it to you in this part 2 of Black Pastors and Ghetto Gaggers. Now, what you will notice from a lot of Negro, because there's no way that you can sit here and tell me or even begin to convince me, and I know others feel this way as well, that my opinion is the major problem in the black community. When you have these houses of iniquity, when you have these dens of filth, when you have these well-kept monuments of social, political, and spiritual failure, many y'all call houses of worship. When you have these dotting your community, and you look at the kind of money that flows through these institutions, the type of money that black women give to these institutions, and they are providing no service back to the local community, and many of you Negroes reside in these communities, and yet and still you won't get me to believe that this person's opinion supersedes this pimping pastor. This person's analysis supersedes this pastor impregnating women in the congregation and then paying for them to have a. This person's analysis supersedes this pastor who's pimping these women, forcing them to pay for his home in the suburbs. This supersedes this. This is what you want me to believe. It's completely insane. It makes no sense. And whenever you look at whatever issue, be it black on black crime, you'll find no analysis of it. Black men cannot critique this. They can't talk about it. Oh, they can give some half-hearted, goofy opinion that really doesn't make any sense. But they can't sit down and analyze, critique, connect dots. They just can't do this. This is the reason why they spend their time cracking jokes and buffooning and goning. And this is where they are intellectually.
How do you fucking explain this? Lest you start from the premise that his white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sins, which is what I've been telling y'all in video after video after video after video. And because this hurts you savages, this hurts you monkeys. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. Listen, man. Listen. Y'all not telling me something that I don't already know. I know this is tough. I know this hurts y'all. Because you savages believe that cares about you. You monkeys believe that if y'all can spend y'all's time flagging my Vimeo channels, 10 of them that you niggas flagged. You niggas went out and flagged 10 of my Vimeo channels because that information was too rough for y'all. That wasn't black women doing it. That was you niggas.
Donald Trump and the Negro. And I made a short, brief video on it the other day. And I'm going to touch upon it in this video here. And it's something that I feel needs to be said. It's something that I feel needs to be addressed. Because what I'm seeing is very disturbing to me. Now, when I look at the people who are avid Donald Trump supporters, and I've said this to a lot of them, they remind me of the exact type of starstruck American voter who fell in love with the cult of personality of one Barack Hussein Obama in 2008. And when you listen to what people are saying about Donald Trump and what I've said this, and I know y'all not gonna like this, but again, when I'm proven right, you can come back and tell me, God damn it, man, you was right again. But I told y'all, I said, you know, Donald Trump has essentially taken Barack Obama's plays. And even though he's running them from a different formation, they're the exact same plays. Exact same stuff that Barack Obama did in 2008 that a lot of people fell in love with. Y'all loved him. Y'all said that Barack Hussein Obama in 2008, y'all thought this man could walk on water. Y'all thought that he was the second coming of Jesus. Y'all said that he's saying all the things that we're thinking. And because y'all fell in love with the personality of one Barack Hussein Obama, y'all didn't vet that guy. Y'all didn't look deeper into his policies. Y'all paid no attention to the fact that he had no experience. Y'all didn't care about that. Y'all just was in love with the fact that he's fresh, he's new, he's blazing a new trail, he's saying all the right things. The media is in love with him. So y'all went out and y'all put this guy in the White House. And many of us tried to warn y'all. We tried to tell y'all. This guy's not what you think he is. He's an empty suit. Y'all refuse to listen. There were marriages that was broke up because one partner supported Barack Obama, the other one didn't. You had families who split because one side of the family supported Barack Obama, the other didn't. You had relationships, friendships, everything, because that's how much y'all love this dude. Now y'all ready to run him and his wife out of town because y'all finally have seen that he is exactly what many of us tried to tell you that he was, a complete and utter failure. I told you he will go down in history as the worst president in the history of this nation. Now, we have Donald Trump, a guy who y'all say is saying all the right things. He's saying exactly what we think. The media loves him. Y'all fell in love with his personality, cult of personality. Y'all love the guy. Y'all refuse to vet him because y'all love him, because y'all actually believe his campaign promises. And campaign promises are the easiest to make. I mean, they're not difficult. All you have to do is just promise people the opposite of what they have. Because it's the same thing that y'all said about Barack Obama. Y'all said after 8 years of George W. Bush, can Barack Obama do any worse? Now y'all saying after 8 years of Barack Obama, can Donald Trump do any worse? You begin to see the whole pattern here. And because y'all fell in love with Donald Trump, y'all refuse to vet the guy. Y'all refuse to look at the fact that not only at one time just last year he was a Democrat, his policies was in line with the Democratic Party. He donated large monies to the Democratic Party and to Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, their foundation. Pictures circulating the internet of them, going up to each other, lovey-dovey. They just having a hallelujah good time. But because y'all actually believe the hype and y'all have stood in line and have drank the cyanide-laced Kool-Aid, y'all refuse to question him. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all going to refuse to do that at your own peril because you done already did it once with Barack Hussein Obama. You gave him a pass. Now y'all ready to give Barack Obama number 2, which actually, I'm going to just say it like this, is the third term. They say Hillary is the third term of Barack Obama. No, I believe Donald Trump is the third term of Barack Hussein Obama. But y'all ready to get this guy a pass because y'all fell in love with him. Y'all refuse to actually look at what he's saying and can it actually be done. Because that's the difference with the person who's sitting back listening to it and say, yeah, I listened to what he's saying. What he's saying sounds good, but at the end of the day, is it doable? Can he get this stuff done? Because I personally believe, and I probably would never know this for sure, certain, but I believe after the president's inauguration, they take that guy in the basement of the White House and they take him into a room with a desk full of vanilla folders. And they tell him, well, Mr. President, here's what you promised during the campaign. And they slide one folder at him. Then they slide another folder at him and tell him this is the reason why you can't do this. We know what you said. But see, you're not privy to national security issues. You don't have that access. So you don't know that a lot of what you're saying just simply cannot be done. Well, you went on and said it because it sounds good, and the people they don't they believe anything you tell them. But at the end of the day, when we heard it, we knew there's no way you can do that. And this is the reason why I offer to y'all the same thing that I offered to Barack Hussein Obama's supporters in 2008, and I challenge you. Just like I challenged them. The naturalization exam that they give to people who are seeking citizenship in the United States. They give them an exam, ask them questions that you would think, basic questions that American citizens should know. And I left a link in the description box of a practice exam. And I did this to the Negroes and people that I talked to about Barack Hussein Obama in 2008. I asked them the same thing. Go take that practice exam. And it is my contention that 60% of the voting public in America could not pass that exam, could not pass that exam, could not pass that exam, could not pass that exam. And actually, me saying 60% might be kind of nice. It might actually be higher than that. And these are questions, you know, and I believe that that's the practice exam is a multiple choice, but I believe the real exam is oral. It's not multiple choice, it's not essay. They ask you these questions and the person has to answer them. You know, who's on Mount Rushmore? Name the branches of government. You know, questions that you think American voters would understand or would be able to tell you. But yet and still, it is my contention that 60% of the voting people who will go out and vote in next year's election, 60%, and I'm being nice, it's probably higher than that, could not pass that exam. And that lets you know where the political intellect is of the average American citizen. And I've said this in many of my videos. And what I see when I look at people who are gun-ho for Trump and the way they were gun-ho for Barack Obama, and the guys are so much similar because neither one of them have any record that you can reference. Now, you have some people who will sit back and they'll say, well, you know, he's a successful businessman. Well, that's different than being the chief executive of a country. I mean, that's a little bit different. But yet and still, they're willing to give him a pass because he's saying all the right. And they fell in love with his personality. The same way that y'all fell in love with Barack Hussein Obama. Same way, same difference. There's essentially no difference between the two. And this kind of cult of personality that you have has even infected this savage. Because now you have Afro-American Negroes, and this is what lets you know just how deep this rabbit hole goes. You have Negroes, and I mentioned this in my other video, who, because Trump made a mention about immigration and its effects on black folks, and he talked about black youth unemployment. And these Negroes on that Bojangling buck dance, Melissa Harris Perry.
That's it for this exclusive. If you want the full version of this exclusive video or live stream, become a member of the Chaos Reign channel. First tier or second tier. Pick your weapon. Thank you for watching. And like always, the Chaos Reign.